Hi, and welcome to episode number 6 of the Ultimate Social Media Guide. It's Darren here from Follow My Media. We are a social media marketing business that helps home and lifestyle service-based companies to increase sales and lead performance online. In this episode, we're going to have a look at lead magnets, which is a subject that follows on nicely from our last episode. So I think it's fair to say that most people I speak to, when I mention the term lead magnet, have absolutely no idea what I'm speaking about, which is quite scary when these people are actually business people and not just random people in the street. If you're in business, you need to know about lead magnets, even if it's just to consider and look at them and rule them out if they're not for you. So starting right back at the beginning, what are lead magnets? In its simplest form, a lead magnet is something that you offer to prospective clients or customers in return for their details, hence the term a lead magnet. One of the best things about lead magnets is that they are perfect for cold audiences to warm them up. You're increasing the know, like, and trust element of the customer journey. Another benefit of lead magnets is that they're relatively cost-free and can run happily in the background once they're actually set up. Different types of businesses are suited to different types of lead magnets, so the chances are there is a lead magnet that would work well for you. One of the key aspects is that from your point of view as a business owner, or at least someone who doesn't want to let costs run away with them, is that your lead magnet is low cost or free to yourself to produce and provide to those leads. So logistically, how would you set a lead magnet up? This can be done as simply as offering your asset via a Facebook ad. And this can be done as a lead generation objective campaign where the user fills in their details. They get submitted through to Facebook ultimately, who provide you with them. You can collect those details and send out that asset, be it physical or digital. Another option is that you can set up a landing page to collect information and deal with that process. This option is more in depth, but can work better and at a lower cost overall. The reason behind this is that you can send organic traffic to your landing page from different sources, such as groups of Facebook pages, emails, letters that you send out, even phone calls that you have. You can give people your URL for your landing page and they can head on over there and download or request your lead magnet. You can, of course, supplement that process with a traffic ad campaign using Facebook or alternative ad platforms. That's just if you want to send more traffic that way to increase the number of leads coming through. You will always have more options if you use a landing page because you've got full control over the look and feel of it. One downside of using a landing page approach is that you should ideally use it in conjunction with a CRM. The one I use is Active Campaign, and I say it's a downside because they usually come with a monthly fee. So from your point of view, what information should you be asking for from a lead? As an absolute minimum, you need to be asking for name, email address, and phone number. And as someone who specializes in social media, it may sound strange for you to hear me say you need to take the conversations offline, away from social media as soon as possible. And I say that because at that point, you've got full control of the management and nurturing of that process. You're not governed by social media platforms, processes, rules, policies, that sort of thing. And then if for any reason that platform, that specific platform, you don't have access to anymore, be it that it just disappears, or some people breach the terms and the rules and they lose access to it. If you've taken that conversation away from social media at that point, you're not losing that lead. The main thing here for me is never, ever forget to ask for a phone number. And there are a couple of reasons behind that. Firstly, you can, of course, phone that lead, and it's probably the most important form of contact for people. Secondly, it also demonstrates a deeper level of commitment from a lead, and it shows that they actually want your magnet and are interested in your product or service. So at this stage, I'm hoping you're thinking, this sounds like something you could use and it would work for you, and you like the idea of leads popping into your inbox. You may also be thinking, what sort of lead magnet works for you? Now, there are literally loads of different lead magnets you can use, and it all depends on the type of business that you are. The most common ones you will see are guides being offered out to people. Like myself, I offer a social media content posting guide. So this is just a quick guide that I put together that gives people ideas and things to consider when posting content on their platforms. So I've invested that time to create that guide, but once it's created, it sits behind the landing page. So people head on over to the landing page through whatever journey they've taken. They submit their details to say they would like that guide. Those details are forwarded onto my CRM, so ActiveCampaign, which automates the process of sending the guide out and creating a relative record on my CRM. Now, everything up to that stage, right up to that follow-up stage, which I want to do it obviously in person, is all automated. So there's no other time invested into that process. And also the beauty of using a CRM is that you can include processes such as follow-up emails and things like that. A slightly different lead magnet I use is a free social media health check. This is ultimately a taste of what I would go through with a prospective client or someone that wants some social media advice about their social media. It's a quick run and a quick snapshot of their social media and results in a score. People tend to like scores because they're numerical and it's easy for them to measure themselves against and look to see where they can improve. This is a more involved lead magnet, as I have to look at each one individually, evaluate their social media platforms, and ultimately create a report, which I email out and then follow up with at a later date. As you can see with both these examples, they each carry with them a certain amount of value for the lead, and they're getting that value for no financial cost to themselves. All we're asking from that lead is a little bit of time to submit their details on the form, be it on a lead generation campaign native to Facebook or on a landing page with the contact details, and ultimately submit their details, and that's all they're investing to get that digital asset from myself. Don't forget, if you're offering a physical product to people, to make sure that you ask for their address. You don't want to be just asking for email address and phone number if you need to send out a physical product. Other lead magnets that work well and that I've seen work well and ultimately send traffic to are quizzes, templates, free consultations, books, ebooks. The list goes on. If you want me to send you a list, let me know and I can send you a list. That's no problem. The key takeaway from this would be that the magnet has to be either low cost or free to produce by yourself and hold an intrinsic value to the prospective client that you want to work with. If your lead magnet is of little or no value to a person or business that you have no interest in working with and who are not your target market, but absolutely hits a nail on the head with your chosen niche, then you can see how this can act as a filter as well. So when considering lead magnets, make sure you consider what is valuable to your ideal target market. Lead magnets can be an all day of a subject, but I hope that's given you a little bit of an insight and some ideas to be working with. If you're still unsure on anything I've gone through on this episode and wanting to know more, as usual, you can get in touch with myself by booking in for a one-to-one. The booking link for that one-to-one is on my website at www.followmymedia.co.uk. That is completely free and it's there to help you grow your business online. And for those eagle-eyed amongst you, you will see that itself is a lead magnet. Nothing if not transparent. The same link can also be used if you're looking to potentially outsource your social media marketing in general or specific aspects such as content management or lead generation. I genuinely hope you've gained some value from this episode. Please consider leaving a rating or review and subscribe to be notified when I release future episodes. And please feel free to share it out. I hope to see you all on the next episode. Take care and I'll see you next time.